This is gonna take a while. Declutter. Also, I've had this makeup on all day, so I don't know if it looks okay. And my eyes are really bloodshot. For some reason, they're irritating me today. I need to take out these contacts ASAP. It's gonna be a while. Ooh. Hey guys, it's Jaylon. Welcome back. I am here today to do a video on the things I decluttered this month. And it's quite a bit. So hopefully before I post this video, I would have had time to edit the really long lipstick declutter video that I filmed specifically on like liquid lipstick, glosses, like long type lip products. I have a specific drawer for. It was so long and I've been kind of like slowly editing that video. So hopefully I would have been able to edit that and post it before this video. But all the products that I decluttered in that video are in this video. So I'm going to review them. I'm not going to go into detail about them because obviously they would have already been seen. And if I can't get them up before I post this, it'll eventually go up. So you'll see a little bit more detail about why I decluttered these lip products. I'm going to try to go through the lip products fast. But basically what I ended up doing is going through the rest of my collection, my makeup collection, which is some lip products and basically everything in that Alex 9 drawer, which is single eyeshadows that are in like pots, foundations, which I didn't really declutter any foundations, but eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, etc. And just went through everything and was like, do I want to keep it? Do I want to not keep it? And then decluttered everything. So it's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff here. So let me go ahead and get started and share with you guys what I'm getting rid of. This is part of like my empties, declutter, low buy update series that's going on for the month of March because there's a lot kind of going on for the month of March that's all kind of part of the low buy update because it all kind of integrates into the point system. So let me go ahead and get started with what I'm getting rid of this month. And we're going to start with lip products. So the first thing I'm going to start with are ColourPop lip products. And again, these are all like long type products, crayons, liquid lipsticks, anything that's not going to fit in a short drawer. So there's no real bullet lipsticks here that I can see. Yeah, no bullet lipsticks. Some of these may have been items that I tried in 365 Days of Lippies that I didn't like. So I'll point those out, but most of these are like true declutters. So I am getting rid of 5 of the lippy sticks, and these are in the shades Bichette, Cheers, Night Owl, Trust Me, and BYOB. Some of these went bad. Some of these are basically I don't like the color. So for a variety of reasons, I decided to get rid of these. Okay, so I got rid of 4 of the ColourPop liquid lipsticks. These are the Ultra Satin Lip. So the formula is drying. The other thing is I've had these a really long time. So I don't wear them. And I just was like, you know what? I don't wear them. I don't want to force myself to wear them. So decided to get rid of them. Same goes for these Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. These are so drying. They suck the life out of my lips. They've got to go. So I didn't tell you guys the colors I had for the ColourPop. These are Madison, Catnip, Craft, Allison, and Sugar Plum. I mean, I really love Sugar Plum. I love Craft, but they gotta go. This was from 365 Days of Lippies. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in the shade Believer. It's patchy as heck. Not keeping that. This one went bad. It's the Juice Beauty Luminous Lip Crayon in Malibu. Smells like a really bad crayon. And I also think it like doesn't, no, bad. I have 3 By Beauty products. This first one is Tannin High Pigment Lip Pencil. The color I wasn't a huge fan of, excuse me. And then I have Phrase and Orchid. I think these were both color declutter purposes. Declutter them for the color. I have the e.l.f. crayon in Praline. Color did not look good on me. I have 3 products from Too Faced. I have 2 of the lip injection. I'm not going to put these on my lips. I don't like burning things on my lips, so bye. And then I have one of the Melted Matte liquefied lipsticks. This is in Queen Bee. I love this color, but I broke the wand and I have a mini, so I can just get rid of that one. I have the CoverGirl Melting Pout Gel Liquid Lipstick in the shade Evangelical. The color was just not good, so I got rid of that. I have the Balm Read My Lips lip gloss. I got rid of it for the color. I have another e.l.f. product. This is the Alyssa Ashley Nude Rose lip gloss. This is really pretty. It's just the color is not good for me. I have a girlfriend that I think this would look perfect on, so I'm going to give that to her. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss, and this is in the shade Blushing Ambition. I'm currently using a mini of this, and I don't like the color, so I'm getting rid of this. Most of these are going into the garbage, but if they're pretty much unused, then I will gift them to somebody who I know can use them. And when I say garbage, I mean I'm going to take them to Origins to recycle. So they're not going to the garbage, but they're going to a recycling program via Origins at the store. I usually drop off all of my makeup recycling products or skincare recycling products to Origins. I have 2 Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks in Kissifier and Bury Me 2. These are both super patchy. I have a Jouer lip topper in Skinny Dip. I liked this for a moment in time, but I don't have really a use for this pigmented of a gold lip topper. I really don't want to have to force myself to pan that. This Bare Minerals liquid lipstick in Scandal. It's too dark for me. Again, that same girlfriend that's going to get that e.l.f. gloss. Tasha, I'm talking to you. If you're watching this, I'm going to see if she likes this color as well. And then the other one I'm getting rid of is Weekend. This was super orange on me, and my friend Maite may like this, so I'm going to see if she wants to try this one out. That's all the lip products. So we got through the lip products. I have 3 mascaras. One I've shown previously in videos. This dried out, so like dried out. And then I have 2 Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras and minis. These were both purple mascaras that have been open for years that came with that Nikki Tutorials palette. I don't know how I ended up with 2, but yeah, they need to go. They've been open for years, so I'm getting rid of those. So now let's go into like single pot eyeshadows. I have 2 of these L'Oreal Infallible Paint metallic shadows. One is in Rose Chrome and Caged. I don't think the formula on these is very good. Swatching them, I don't like them, so I'm getting rid of them. And I'm going to back to MAC this, but this is the MAC Velux Pearl Eyeshadow in Satellite Dreams. I already have this. I don't know how I ended up with 2, but I don't need to. The shade is not that great. It's not very pigmented. Yeah, I mean, it's not that great. It's not good enough to keep 2 of, so I will definitely back to MAC this. I have a little mini of this Touch and Soul Metallic Liquid Foil and Glitter Shadow Duo. This is not great. Like, I've tried it, and maybe it's because it's a mini. Maybe it's the way that they put this together as like a little deluxe sample, but it just, like, the glitter gets everywhere. I don't need that. So I'm getting rid of that. Some other crayons. I have this LOC Peachy Sheen One and Done Shadow Stick. I think this is all like dried up. Yeah, it's all dried up. So bye. I have this Model Co. Eyelights, and I think this was dried up too. Yeah, that one's all dried up too. I don't know if you can see that. It's dried up. I think that came in like a BoxyCharm or Ipsy bag or something. And this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bronze Truffle. Just came out. Yeah, no, that just fell on the floor. So, I mean, it's okay, but it fell to the floor, and that's right there. And I just don't have a need for this. You know, it fell to the floor. No. I have 2 loose pigments from Wet n Wild, and these are okay. This one's not that great. This was a limited edition one in Pegasus Flutter. This one's not that great. Like, even over like a glitter glue, it's not great. I have another one from this limited edition collection that's a purple, and it's really pretty, so I kept that one, but this one's bad. And then this is another one that's in Right On My Copper, And I have another, I think there was a couple that came in this collection, and I ended up keeping the other one because it's not as copper toned. Like this one is way too leaning heavy on that copper. The other one was more gold, like a yellowy gold toned, like not yellow, but champagne-y gold. And I can do that. I can't really do this color. So I got rid of that. Okay, now let's go into like 9 ColourPop Super Shock shadows for a variety of reasons. This one I'm not decluttering. I'm actually gifting this to my friend Tasha. This is the Super Shock shadow in the shade Weenie. So this is a discontinued shade, and my friend Tasha is like obsessed with this color. So I was like, you can have mine because I don't love it as much as you do. So she's getting this. And then I have 8 that I am decluttering for a variety of reasons. There's a couple that are mattes that just need to go. These 3 are mattes. This one's like, I mean, all kinds of crumbly. This was in Truth. I have Tang and Brady as well. And to be honest, I have so many matte eyeshadows. I don't need to fuss with this. Like, I don't need to fuss with this difficult to use matte formula in the Super Shock shadow. So, yeah, I did not mean to get rid of this one. This is Muse. I think I put this in here to see if Tasha wanted it. She may. I'm going to leave this in here because Tasha may want this one too. I'm going to set that aside. But if not, I'm going to keep that one. This is Drift, and I panned this one last year, and I did end up hitting pan on it. But it's all crumbly, and to be honest, it's really, you can see, it's all kinds of crumbly. Yeah. It's really not a shade that I was like in love with. And I have other creamier, the Tarte Chrome Paint, I think in Fire Dancer or something like that. I'll use that over this. So, oh, these 2. These have just like, the formula on this is just bad. This is Fantasy and Slave to Pink. There's like no pigment coming off of these. Bad. This was their pressed pigments. If you have those, check the formula on them. And then the last one that I have here is Eye Candy. And I just don't think that I was like loving this color. I think it was just too frosty pink. Oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing coming off on that. So that one's gone. I have one L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Silver Sky. I think I accidentally threw away the little thing that holds this together. And then this whole thing like fell out like a patty onto the floor. It's all dried up. So that one's going. And then I have 3 of the color tattoos from L'Oreal. I'm sorry, Maybelline color tattoos. And they're a little bit dry. I mean, I've definitely used this one. This one's in Barely Branded. I have Inked in Pink, which I have also used a good amount. I think, yeah, there's pan in that one too. And then I have Bad to the Bronze, which I've used a little bit, but there's still a lot in here. These are all just really dry. Oh, there's pan in there at the very bottom. But to be honest, I just don't. Again, I feel like I would force pan. I would force myself to pan these. And I'm kind of trying to get away from that. Like, I want to love something to use it. Especially something like this. And it may not even necessarily love. And maybe I was being ruthless with these. Because I could see myself using, not necessarily using Bad to the Bronze. Because Bad to the Bronze is something that, for me, it's just really dark. That one's just too dark for me. Like, the way that I would use these is a base for a color base before I use a glitter shadow or something metallic. And so Bad to the Bronze, definitely no. I could see myself using something like this Inked in Pink or Barely Branded. This one's just really dry. I mean, I could use Duraline in here to get it back going. I don't have a lot of things like this in my collection, to be honest. So now I'm like second guessing myself. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try putting Durline in here and just see what happens. And if I can revive them with Durline, I will, at some point this year, put these in Partners in Cream. Or at least one of them. And see what I think. But I'm definitely getting rid of Bad with Bronze. So this one's out. I'll leave these other two. I feel like when I was decluttering, I was being ruthless. But I can use these. And I don't want to declutter for the sake of decluttering. That was not my point of doing the declutter, right? So I want to make sure I'm adhering to my mantra. So that's what I'm going to do. See? Thinking through things. Okay, but let's now move on to the eyeshadow palettes that I got rid of. And there's not a lot, but there are 8 here. And I have a lot more than 8. So, okay. The first one I have is a Wet n Wild Color Icon. It's a trio in Hieroglyphic Heart. And this formula, these shadows, they're just not that great, to be honest. I personally don't think they're good. They're good enough to keep. To be honest, I really wanted to keep that middle shade. And I don't want to keep this palette just for that middle shade. I mean, it's not that great. I have beautiful palettes. Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath. I can use those. Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. This is what this one looks like. This is too warm for me. It's too warm. Yeah, it's too warm. The Lorac Tails and Top Hats eyeshadow palette. There's just too much dark happening here. And having worked with the Lorac Pro and kind of feeling these shadows, I was like, there's nothing here that's exciting. Yeah, yeah, see, I mean, that top one is pretty, but I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I don't need to keep it. Okay, this was a recent palette that I got, I think in a BoxyCharm, and I was like, why did I keep this? I know why I kept it. So this is the Artist Couture Caliente palette, and that's what this one looks like. 2 out of 8 shades are yellow. I would never purchase this. And 1 is a bright red and 1 is an orange. Like, I would never have purchased this. So why did I keep it? Yeah, see, I'm never going to wear those. So when you're talking like a quarter of the palette are shades that I'm never going to wear, And I decided to keep it because I saw Kathleen Lights do like a tutorial on it. And I was like, oh, she likes it, I'll keep it. I don't need to keep it. So I have 2 from Morphe, and I still am tempted to keep at least one of these, but okay. So these are these little palettes, and this is kind of old. This is the little palette, and I don't even know what they don't have like names, like the color name. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that. The quality is just okay. And maybe I think this could be just a little bit too warm and too dark. I mean, it's all right. It's just really dark. It's really dark. And then this other one, it's pretty. I don't know, you guys. I just have so many palettes. No, this one's pretty. I may end up keeping this one. Holy crap. Maybe I shouldn't have swatched this one. Well, shit. This one I may end up keeping. Shoot. I may end up keeping that one. That one's pretty. Why did I swatch them? Okay. Look, that Caliente palette stained my hand. Oh, I'm so undecided. Okay, I'm gonna have to like wear these, I think. Look at me. I'm decluttering and then I'm undecluttering. I took it out. Okay, The next one that I'm getting rid of is the Balm Voyage palette. And this is just so not exciting to me. Why did I think I got this at Nordstrom Rack or something. And these lipsticks, they smell so bad. Oh, I can smell it from here. No. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't have that in my collection anymore. The last one I'm getting rid of is the Morphe 35O palette. And I started using this to franken shadows with. So there's like, you know. And I actually have the 35OS, which is just all shimmers. So I'd rather keep that than this. So I'm getting rid of this. I ended up keeping 4 things that I thought I was getting rid of. These 2 Morphe palettes and the color tattoos. Not all perfect. So let me count and see how many things are in here. And I don't think in this Bon Voyage palette, I'll have to look, and I will look. I don't know if I put these face products in my spreadsheet. So I don't know if they would count separately. I'll have to go look. I'll do that here in a second. I'm going to count up all the declutters as well as my empties. So we'll see. How many points I have to work with this month. I'm not taking out Muse quite yet because I don't know if my girlfriend wants it. So my decluttered items totaled 55 points. My empties from February totaled 24 points. So that's a total of 79 points. If I divide that by 2, that gives me 39.5 points. And I had a 0.5 balance from January. So that gives me a total of 40 points to work with. So my next video is going to be all the things that I brought in for the month of February. So that will be coming up soon. I have no idea how many, my basket is right here, but I have no idea how many points I brought in for the month of February. So it'll be a surprise for me as much as it'll be a surprise for you. I'm a little worried. I don't know if it totals 40, but I'm a little worried, to be honest. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. The formula and Ziggy, stop that. Stop shaking the camera. Hey, stop that. Go play with your puff. Go play with your puff. Ah, let me put these in there. Well, where'd your puff go? It was on the bed. What'd you do with it? I also messed the bed up. Well, where's your puff? What'd you do with it? He's being a little nuisance. He's chewing on all my cords down there. Can't do that. Where's your puff at? Here, let me go grab your puff. Well, one of the 5 that you have. Oh, here's one. It's not your favorite one, but it's a puff. See if he plays with that. Okay. I don't know if he will. That gives me a total of 79 points for the month of March. For the month of February from decluttered and empties. I cannot speak. So that is it for today. That is it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys. Anyway, guys, thank you guys. I need to stop saying guys. You like my nails? I think they turned out pretty. Oh, shit. There's like polish hanging off the edge. Sorry. I just did them. Wow. I don't think I did a very good job of cleaning up. Sorry. I thought I did. I didn't catch it all. Anyway, isn't that pretty? Pretty. I need to eat. All right, this video is done.